Plane seems simple. You board, you fly, you land. But the truth is, there are unspoken rules at 30,000 feet most passengers break without even realizing. From dangerous in-flight mistakes to silent things that annoy every flight attendant. And it's not just about comfort. Some of these slip-ups can even get you kicked off the plane. So buckle up, because once you learn these 11 things, you'll never fly the same way again. Before we take off, hit that subscribe button, because no airline is going to warn you about this. You'd think this would be obvious, but somehow, there's always that one person sprinting for the lav during boarding. Sure, maybe they were running late and didn't have time, but here's the thing. Flight attendants get in trouble if boarding takes too long. Seriously, they can be penalized. So when someone holds up the line because nature calls, everyone pays the price. The best time to go? Before you board. Trust us, and trust your bladder. Just because no one stopped you at the gate doesn't mean you're in the clear. 2 backpacks, 3 totes, a suitcase the size of a golden retriever? Yeah, no. When you hog the bin space, others are left juggling their stuff. And flight attendants get stuck playing luggage Tetris. Save yourself the glares, and pack smart. Planes are sealed tubes of recycled air. So when you break out a tuna sandwich or a cologne explosion, everyone notices, even your socks, especially your socks. Sure, your feet are tired, but if those bad boys have been marinating all day, maybe keep them on. Being considerate isn't hard. Just pretend your grandma is sitting next to you. We get it. You're vibing to your playlist or deep into that movie. But when a flight attendant approaches, hit pause and take off the headphones. It's just basic respect. Plus, it helps them do their job without awkward hand signals or lip reading. They're not background noise. They're the reason things run smoothly. Hey, can I move over there? It might seem like a small request, but it drives flight attendants crazy. Your seat is assigned for a reason. Moving people around mid-flight causes confusion, delays, even safety issues. Want a window seat? Book early next time. Don't make them play musical chairs at 30,000 feet. That glowing seatbelt sign? It's not just a suggestion. It means sit down and stay safe, especially during takeoff, landing, or turbulence. Even flight attendants buckle up during bumps. So unless you're craving a surprise faceplant in the aisle, stay seated until it's safe to move. Flight attendants are there to help, but that doesn't mean you should buzz them like it's a game show. Need something important? Sure. But ringing nonstop for snacks or a second pillow? Come on. Yes, they know who's doing it. And yes, they might start ignoring it. Wouldn't you? There's a menu in your seat pocket for a reason. Plenty of time to look through it. So when the cart rolls up and you say, "What do you have?" you're slowing everything down. You wouldn't do that at a drive-thru, so don't do it here either. When they walk down the aisle with a trash bag, that's your cue. Hand them your garbage. Don't shove it into the seat back pocket like you're hiding evidence. And don't try to pass them your trash while they're handing out drinks. They don't have a secret trash pocket. Timing, people. It matters. Yeah, you've heard it a million times. You could probably recite it by heart. But ignoring it completely? Headphones on, chatting with your buddy, scrolling Instagram? That's not it. Safety briefings exist for a reason. You never know when you'll need that info. Pretend to care, or better yet, actually care. This one's the worst of them all. Tapping someone on the arm? Maybe. But touching their knee? Or ankle? That's just creepy. Would you grab your waiter at a restaurant like that? Exactly. Use your voice. Or the call button. Responsibly. Keep your hands to yourself. Remember the last time you squeezed into your airplane seat, bracing for hours in the sky? Sure, flying gets us there fast, but let's be real. It's not always a smooth ride. Crammed seats, crying babies, dry air. Sound familiar? That's why I've gathered 7 flight hacks airlines hope you never find out. And they'll change the way you fly forever. Quick heads up. If you love travel hacks like this, hit subscribe now so you never miss a trick airlines don't want you to know. Let's be real. Nothing beats scoring the window seat. Clouds, cities, sunsets. It's unbeatable. It's like your own private nook in the sky, cozy, quiet, and all yours. But here's the catch. Window seats get cold, like shivering even with a blanket cold. Planes are engineering marvels. But comfort, that's not their strong suit. Up at 35,000 feet, the plane's outer shell can hit minus 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than Antarctica. You won't turn into an icicle, but that chill? It creeps in, especially on long hauls. But don't worry, this one's an easy fix. Just toss a light jacket or cozy sweater in your carry-on, even if you're flying to paradise. Better to be snug than stuck freezing in your seat for 6 hours. Bonus tip, forget your layer? Ask the flight attendant for a blanket. They've got your back. You've just buckled in, the plane's rolling toward takeoff, and the flight attendant hands you a hot drink. Sounds nice, right? Coffee, tea, it feels like first-class treatment. But before you take a sip, there's something you really need to know. That hot water? It usually comes from tanks that rarely, and I mean rarely, get properly cleaned. And it's not just rumors. Actual studies show that airplane water is kind of disgusting. We're talking E. coli, staph, and bacteria you definitely don't want floating in your tea. So what should you drink instead? Easy. Bottled water or sealed juice only. If it's sealed, it's safe. And way more refreshing than mystery tank water. Hydration's important, but not at the cost of gulping down germy water. So do yourself a favor. Go sealed, stay safe. All right, time for some airplane hygiene real talk. And it's not what you think. Everyone knows planes are flying germ factories, but you haven't heard the worst part yet. Because the filthiest spot on board? It's not the bathroom. Sure, the lavatory is gross, but there's a hidden hotspot that's way worse. It's that tray table you're about to eat off. Yep, that thing is a germ nightmare. Hundreds of hands touch it every day, and who knows what else has been on it. People eat off them. And yes, even change diapers on them. Flight crews try to clean, but trays often get skipped in the mad dash between flights. Runner-up for dirtiest spot? Those seat back pockets you're tempted to stuff everything into. We all toss snacks and phones in there, but those pockets are almost never cleaned. So how do you avoid these sneaky germ zones like a pro? It's simple. Just be prepared with a few easy moves. First, throw a pack of sanitizing wipes into your carry-on. Non-negotiable. Wipe that tray the second you sit down, and give the seatback pocket a once-over while you're at it. Let's be honest. Nothing kills vacation vibes faster than being trapped at the airport with a delayed flight. But what if I told you there's a ridiculously simple trick that slashes your chances of delays? It's all about timing, and most people get this part wrong. Flight delays snowball as the day goes on. One late plane leads to another, and another. One late flight in the morning triggers a ripple effect that can wreck your whole day, or even your entire trip. So here's the travel hack. Book the earliest flight you can, always. The earlier you're in the air, the less chance you'll hit any delays. It's that simple. And bonus, morning flights are usually smoother for anyone who hates turbulence. Morning air is calmer, which means your flight's smoother, quieter, and just plain better. You land on time, feel more rested, and start your trip off right. So next time you're booking, do yourself a favor. Wake up early and grab that morning flight. Everyone thinks the front of the plane is where all the perks are. Sure, first class gets the fancy seats, the champagne, the VIP treatment, but believe it or not, there's a secret perk to sitting in the back of the plane. Yep, those rear rows, they might actually get better service. When you're in the back, it's easier for crew to sneak you an extra snack or drink, without the whole cabin watching. And if the galley's behind you, crew is nearby ready to help, fast. No aisle traffic, no squeezing past carts. It just makes their job easier. Now sure, it's not first-class service, don't expect champagne, but if you want a smoother experience and maybe a little extra love from the crew, the back's where it's at. So next time you book, don't overlook the back. It might just surprise you. Let's talk neck pillows. That tiny travel essential that can make or break your flight. Inflatable neck pillows can be a total lifesaver when you're trying to sleep at 30,000 feet. They keep your head from bobbing around and help you avoid that dreaded neck cramp. But here's a travel fail you'll want to avoid. Never fully inflate your neck pillow before takeoff. As the plane climbs, cabin pressure drops, and the air inside your pillow expands. If it's fully inflated on the ground, it might literally pop mid-air. And yes, it happens. The fix? Super simple. Just leave a little wiggle room when inflating it. It might feel a bit squishy at first, but mid-air, it firms up just right for a comfy nap. One small adjustment now saves you a big mid-flight headache later. Let's face it, airplane food is, well, not winning any awards. But here's a little-known trick that can totally upgrade your in-flight meal. Order the special meal. Now you're probably thinking, but I'm not vegan, gluten-free, or allergic to anything. Doesn't matter. You don't need dietary restrictions to score the perks. Here's the deal. Special meals are made in smaller batches and loaded first, so they're often fresher and way better tasting than the regular stuff. Bonus, you usually get your meal first. More time to eat, relax, or dive into your book. Don't be afraid to switch it up. Special meals might just surprise you in the best way. Sometimes, leveling up your travel is as simple as thinking outside the tray. Next time you book a flight, check that special meal box and thank yourself later. And there you have it. 7 flight hacks that could totally transform your next trip. These small tweaks can help you stay comfy, skip the stress, and maybe even enjoy your time in the sky. Got travel buddies? Hit share and pass these tips along. No one deserves a cold seat or a germ-filled drink. Safe travels.